Hello and welcome back to another wonderful discussion. Well, today we're going to continue on the discussion we started yesterday. If you haven't watched the video, check the link underneath this video. I'll put the link for the part one of this series. We have two series, and we talked about two ways youths can get a job quickly. In this day and age, there are a lot of challenges. There are a lot of opportunities out there too, as you can go and get employed, but there are certain criteria that those employers and business houses required from you as a fresh graduate or as a young aspiring young person trying to look for employment. So I purposely made this video to assist our fellow brothers and sisters out there who just recently graduated from college and are trying to apply out. So tip number one, we talked about yesterday. Of course, the link is underneath this video. You can check the link. We talked about learn a trade or skill. So yesterday discussion, we talked about how to learn a skill or trade and then use that skill or trade to get a job. And we talked about three things that you as an individual person need to do right after completing the skill or completing the studies that you pursued. The three things are you need to engage into these three to help you find a job quickly. So one is do volunteer services, second one do OJT, and third one side hustle. If you want to know more about these three, you can check the video link underneath. It has more elaboration. If you want to know more about these three, three, three. If you want to know more about these three things that we discussed, you can check the link underneath. So today we're going to continue on from what we left yesterday. So the second point that we want to talk about is the leverage. The second point is leverage your passion. Leverage your passion. Now it is very important to know that everyone have passion within themselves. They are passionate about different things. Now passion can be seen in two forms. One is the energy you put into something that you wanted to see come to reality. So if you are given a task by your superiors or by your father or your village to do something, to help them with something, so you put this passion, the energy into it to make it come to fullness. So that's the passion, that's the inner strength that you wanted to accomplish something. Okay. And number two passion is something that you wanted to do every day, almost your life. It's something that you run through after a long day work, or it's something that you wanted to do as a hobby, but over time you develop that skill and it becomes a second nature to you, that you can do it. For example, baking. You love baking, you love doing cooking as a hobby, but it turns out to be a very very good skill set that you crafted, and it becomes something that you wanted to do more often, or writing or reading or singing music. A lot of things that one can be passionate about, but there are particular thing that it cuts through the soul, cut him through the body blow, thinking the spirit blow, that you want to do this thing as a full time. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Being passionate about something that can eventually pave way for you to become successful, or open doors for you to become successful in it. So let's dive into it. The first thing that you need to do is make a list of at least five things that you are passionate about. I can say extend it to 10. Make a list of 10 things that you are passionate about, 10 hobbies. Now within the 10 hobbies, what you do is you identify the five that you are most attracted to. Out of the 10, you identify five, and then within that five you choose your top three. Once you chose your top three, one is something by make him is you pick one out of the three that you think him also you are most drawn to, and you felt like you peel him belly seal or walk him. you go through longam, and then what you do is that you extract that one out of three, and then you start to harness it, meaning that you start to walk longam, you start to channel resources na channel him energy na time na effort will try to perfect that one thing. So suppose you like sewing, now you look him also, you are so passionate about doing designing, then you start to move him all get energy blow you na attention blow you go to display. So out of the three you choose one, and then that one becomes the sole activity that you will do for the rest of the period of time that you wanted to. So identify that and focus all your energy into it. Now there are a few things that I think that is necessary to know when you are doing that. One is you need to channel resources to that passion, meaning that your whatever you are using, funds, knowledge, your home, your car, or whatever, your phone, whatever resources that you have, and you've been scattering those resources on the other five of them, you need to cut loose of all the others and start moving all your resource to the one thing and stay focused there regardless of how many distractions by you facing. Just stay in there. Okay, you put him on same lap, and then number two, you by working is you use those resources to perfect the craft. You perfect him this la passion you got long if you like to sew, then you use your resources to buy proper sewing machines. You use your resources to attend training, use your funds to pay for transport to go and attend seminars, or pay for administration fees, and start to teach yourself, learn as much as you can, start to harness the passion in you. Now after you harness him is the passion and you become very good at it, now you monetize him, meaning Muslim, you start to. So after you do that, the third thing you need to do is you monetize your passion. Now you use him, your passion, to make money. You look for avenues, you look for gaps that your passion can bridge and bring income. So remember, in business, every problem is a business opportunity. So you look around, you look within your community, your circle, and see when I'm up and you got gap is stop where me can using this la passion blow me now lo addressing this la in return by making some money. So just one example. If you do that, then you look within your community and you'll see that a women's group don't have a good coordinated uniforms, So you can go and propose the idea of you getting them set up with uniforms, and then they pay you. So you see a problem, and then you use your passion, which you harness it, and it becomes a monetizing tool. Now you use it to make money. So just to recap, tip number two, use your passion. So one, you identify what you're really good at and drawn at. Two, you perfect it. And three, you monetize it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.